Hi. My second train is being lazy, so we need to fix that in this episode. But before we go, let's go fix it so it can't be lazy in the future. Before we go give it some more coal, we are going to take this here, bring it here, and go underneath to here. Avoid this stuff. Need to put a need to put a fast inserter here so that it doesn't hold up anything. And give it power. So now when the copper train comes by, you can get fueled again. And I have plenty of coal to give to the copper train. It used up all of its wood. So that lasts actually quite a while. Yep. And it did take the shortcut, as we fully expected that it would. Did you guys hear that sound? When I exited out of the menu for the train, it made the sound as if I was shutting the door to the locomotive, even though the train had already long since been gone. Do we have both unloading at the same time? We do. That's why you want different drop-off points. Number one, you don't have to bother about sorting out which plate you get. Secondly, because it's signaled properly, because the signal is treated as two separate things, you can have one in each. Both unloading. Oh, the other one went away. But it was done. Either that or I didn't even see one to begin with. I don't know. Maybe I wanted there to be two. I don't know. It's not important. Okay. So we fixed that problem. Plastics should be better. We can go down to the main base and futz around with something. Alright, what shall we putz around with? Don't want to be our next candidate to create an outpost for. Where would we go? Here, of course, 5 million compared to 174,000 that we have remaining. That's iron. That is still at 2,400% of whatever that means. I think I've covered this several times now. Let's see. Uranium, not useful. Small patch of coal over there. Current coal is 550,000. What'd that start off with? Was that like 650,000 or something? You used 100,000? Anyways, the more logical choice is this patch anyways. That's 20 million. And it's near our other lines. We could easily farm that out. Mine it out, I guess. So coal is not a huge issue. This stone would actually be easier to get a branch line going off the the railway here. Bring it through these cliffs and through all those forests that we keep having to run through when we go this way. Go get the stone, bring it back up to here, and you can just take the shortcut in there. So that sounds good. Where would be our next oil at? Is that it? Well, 290%. That's probably just what you can see. I assume it'll get bigger once I can see more out there. That might be our best bet there for oil. How are those guys doing? Looks like they might have grown. I can't tell though. I put a radar up there. I need a radar over here. Yep, here comes the copper train back. Fills up quite quickly. And iron is jammed on the bus as well. That's copper, so iron is doing a great job of keeping up as well with its 4 lines of furnaces. Copper's doing well with its 3. There's no current needs to expand, but if we need to, we can. But because of the balancers, the patch is being divided up and mined evenly. So that is not a concern. But I think it's either we go on to yellow science or we pick up the stone and get that all prepared for when that dries up. And that won't need 4 lines coming into the base. We can get by with removing, this one solar panel. Excuse me. Removing that one solar panel and then bringing it down into the stone area. So 1 line will do just fine for that. In fact, you could probably just pause one of the other 2 trains, give them a schedule where they go, iron outpost, main base iron, and do that like 5 times in a row, and then go get a 1 load of stone and go drop off at the stone drop off, and then go back to the whole thing. So you just make a nice long list of it, and it only goes over there every so often. Or something you could do is if you have circuit networks going, you could have it send a signal to the network that, hey, I'm ready for another pickup. Or say you can monitor how much is flowing on a belt, I believe. And you go, hey, if this gets less than this per minute or whatever, signal to the network, hey, I need some more. Could somebody go get me some? Those take a bit to set up, of course, but once you do, it self-regulating. You don't have to touch it anymore. All right, so what do we need for yellow science? Flying robot frames, low density structures. We created these, didn't we? I know we talked about it. I don't know if we did. I think we did. Yeah, I think it's one of the last items on the bus. I think we put it on the bus too. Yeah, they're there. Ready to go. And then we did a one-off for miners. Which have filled their quota and are no longer working. Okay. So we have blue circuits. We have flying robot frames. We need low density structures. Okay. Low density structures. Where are you? I need to be an intermediate product. There we go. Copper, steel, plastic. How's plastic looking now? Now that we have more petroleum. Looking good all the way back here. Plastic is fine. It's backed up now. So why isn't red circuits overflowing? You have all the inputs necessary, correct? Takes 3. Yep. Plastic, copper wire, green circuits. You just need more assemblers? How long does that recipe take? 6 seconds. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of them. And it takes 6 seconds, so that's not very many being produced, as we can see. So let's... Heck, we'll make them the first candidates for assembling machine 3s. I have none of them. Okay. I'll take the 2 that you can make. Go up, grab more plastic. Oops. I'll just get it from a line where I can't get contaminated with other stuff. Looks like I needed a bunch of steel too. Needs raw stuff, plate, steel, plastic. Okay. And copper is the current limiter. Grab from our many supplies of copper. That's a lot of that. I'll take 8 more of them. Those probably take a while. They do. Has to do, you can barely see it under my torso there, but it's working on 160 more pieces of wire before I can get to the 80 green circuits and then the 40 red circuits and then the 8 speed modules, all to produce 2 assembling machine 3s. In other words, it's going to be a bit. And I asked it to create 10 total. So that'll bump up red a little bit, but by what factor? Goes from a crafting speed of 0.75 to a crafting speed of 1.25. So it's going to increase production by 67%, 2/3. That's it. I may want to extend down the assembler array just so I can produce even more. Now, because one of the components of assembling machine 3s is assembling machine 2s, it means I'm out again. So I will temporarily cancel the 8 assembling machine 3s that I had. That way at least I can place down these 5. And get something, and then upgrade them later when I have the means to do so. Okay, you guys need short and long for everybody. Short's on the output. And we're out of assemblers, and I can't craft anymore. I'll have to go to the inserter makers, which are over here. Here. I'll take some, guys. Thank you. I do not want the yellow belt. I'll stay here and wait for what you guys can produce. I got 120. That'll last me for a while. That's your warning. You guys block me again. Boom. Away go the trees. You gotta give them fair warning, at least, you know. Because they weren't within earshot of that other group that I keep blowing up. Because they keep getting in my way. Just to make it clear. I'll get my longs out. Okay, I like it. Pop another light down here. Let's see. It should be okay there. At least that'll increase it by an immediate 50% boost. Assuming the copper wire can keep up. Looks like we might run a bit short. That was just probably initial load up. Because if we go into here, they generally carry, yeah, they carry about twice as many ingredients as they actually need. So they have enough for the next 2 rounds, and they were just loading up to begin with. But still, looks like it's going to be cutting. Well, that backup keeps shrinking, expanding, shrinking, expanding. It looks like it's overall shrinking, so it will run out eventually. So we need to create some more. Which, hopefully those Summon Maker 3s will be done soon, so I can get back to loading up on the blues again. And then, yeah, some more blues. And then you can go back to 4 more of the yellows that you have possibility of making. I guess that'll get 6 out of the 15 that are running now for red circuits. So those are going to take some time. What I ought to do, provide down at the end of the bus assemblers to make assembly machines 3. Those need speed modules, which have production modules, I believe, as part of the one purple science. Yeah, they're not speed modules. So it is making productivity modules, not speed modules. Nothing else uses that as a component, so we'll have to make something machine 2s. I believe I've been handcrafting all of these. Um, don't think I have an automatic maker for those. I'll gladly run down the bus just to prove myself wrong, but it wasn't on any of those. And that's hard to even see that one's icon. Oh, that's locomotives. That one doesn't show up as an icon. I wonder why. I have alt mode on. See? I just turned it off. Back on. Locomotives doesn't have one. Okay. Well, we're looking for assembly makers. Assembly machines. Being assembled by assembly machines. I'm not seeing it. No. We must have been handcrafting them every time. Absolutely nothing. While I'm down here, load up on belt again. Yep. Go on iron plate again, too. Still not enough. Keep it coming. That'll do. So, in order to get the assembling machine 3, we have to create an array of assemblers to make 1s and 2s. They each depend on each other. Okay. Oh, hey. Those two, these two are done. There you go. Go faster. Okay. Come on. Be quick about it, and I can get another 2 wire makers down. Two, 3, 4 spaces. Call it good. Makes sense. Yep. That should keep wire in stock. Making Force 5 is finished. Press T. Okay. No yellows yet. We're getting down to the nitty gritty for stuff we can do. Refined flammables. That won't take too long. Just a red, green, gray thing. So no real waiting on the other colors. The ones that are slow. Okay. That's all we can do right now. Until this handcrafting is done. That takes forever. So 3s require 2s and a speed module. 2s require 1s and other stuff off the bus. 1s just require stuff off the bus. Okay. So, somewhere right about here. Do you need 3 items, really? Yeah, you do. Plate is more than the other two combined. So plate will get the outside lane. Gears and circuits will get the inside lane. 9, 8, doesn't matter who gets what. Inside or outside, but gears and green combine. Okay. Now, a lot of these things that you're seeing me produce just south of the bus every time can be made in what's called a mall by some people. It's a very compact way of creating a lot of these one-off things that either I stick in a chest or, you know, or I put it on the bus, but it only gets pulled by one thing. That is very optimized stuff in order to get that mall created, but it does a lot of the same thing. It provides one-stop shopping for all these things that are just kind of, you know, not used all the time, and they aren't typically used in science packs. So that's what you'll find it called sometimes if you're looking on the web for blueprints for stuff, like let's say mall blueprint or things, something like that. These need short and longs, and I did not provide any extra space in this case. Oops. Oh well, don't always need extra space. Fine Flammables 2 finished. Press T. Okay. Fine Flammables 3. Go ahead. And I'm not entirely sure how long this episode has been running. I think it's been long enough. So, we'll call it good here and see you next time. Thanks for being here yet again.